Hello children, how are you all? I hope everything is good with you all. So today I have come in front of you with a beautiful concept, that is helping verbs. You know, we have many helping verbs, but today in this session we are going to concentrate on three most important helping verbs. So firstly, let us understand what is the meaning of helping verb. Look, the name itself tells us that some word is helping verbs. Verbs are what? Verbs are all called action words. Those words which tell about the actions are called verbs. So, these verbs are also dependent on few words, and those words are called helping verbs. So, what are the first three helping verbs we are going to learn today? They are am, is, are. So, before learning about the usage of am, is and are, we should know few basic things, that is pronouns, and among pronouns, personal pronouns. We all are very much clear about what a pronoun is. Word used instead of using noun repeatedly is called pronoun. So, these pronouns are classified into personal pronouns, and here is the list of personal pronouns given on the board. Let me read out all the personal pronouns. I, we, you, they, he, she, it. These are called personal pronouns. If you observe these words keenly, these are mixture of singular and plural. See, I means I, soul, singular. Yes, we means you people and I getting included, that is called we. So, that comes under plural. It is not singular, that will be plural. And then coming to the word you, see, I can individually talk to you. Otherwise, if I want to address a group of people or a gathering, then even during that situation I use the personal pronoun you. So, you can be used either for singular or plural. Even for a single child or a single person I will address as you, or to address a group of people or a crowd, even for them I use the pronoun you. So, you can be considered as both singular and plural. And coming to they, we know they means vallu, they. So, they is also plural. The next one is he, she. He and she both are singular. You all are quite familiar with these singulars and plurals. Whatever I am trying to convey here is a kind of revision. And coming to it, it is always used for non-living things. Okay, and it is also singular. I hope I am clear with the singulars and plurals of these personal pronouns. Now, the next task is where to use am, where to use are and where to use is. Okay. So, here let me go back a little to the verbs. Okay. So far we are clear with personal pronouns, singulars and plurals. Now, the most important thing is verb. Verb means an action word. Already I discussed this with you all. So, let me recollect verb forms: present tense, past participle, present participle. For example, let us take the verb go. Let us take the verb go. Go means vellu in Telugu. Yes, verb go. What are the forms of verbs? Go, went, gone, going. Let me write here. Go, went, gone and going. These are called verb forms. This is V1, this is V2, this is V3 and this is V4. V in the sense verb. Verb 1, verb form 1, verb form 2, verb form 3, verb form 4. Go, went, gone and going. So, what is this go? Go in the sense vellu. Okay, this is in present form. What is went? Went means they went. Vallu already vellipoyaru. They went. Vellipoyaru means we are talking about past here. So, go is present. Went is past. Gone is they have gone. They have gone means వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడో వెళ్ళిపోయారు. Gone comes under past participle. Going, going means go plus ing. Go plus ing means verb plus ing V4 form. This is called present. This is called present participle form. These are all verb forms: go, went, gone, going. V1, V2, V3, V4. V1 is always used in present tense. V2 is always used in past tense. V3 is always used in past participle and V4 is always used in present participle form. So, today let us take this verb. Let us take only the verb go, because there is no sentence clearly understandable without using a verb. So, here for an example, I am taking this word go and I have written all the verb forms. So, here let us come back to this concept: personal pronouns I, we, you, they, he, she, it. Now, I want to frame a sentence using these personal pronouns with the help of these helping verbs with the main verb go in present participle form. Let me come again. I am now framing a sentence using these personal pronouns with the help of these helping verbs and main verb go in ing form. Okay? So, let me see. I should always be accompanied by am. I am going to school. I am going to school. Ante nenu school ki veltunnanu. I am going to school. Otherwise, I am eating Maggie. I am eating Maggie. Ante nenu ippudu Maggie tintunnanu. So, that means what is this? Now the thing is going on. That means this sentence is in present form and ing means continuous. Present form and continuous form using the helping verb am. I should always be accompanied by am. I is an absolutely wrong form of usage. I are is also wrong form of usage, because I is singular, am is also singular. We can't use are. Here you may be getting a doubt that is also singular, ma'am, why can't we use is? It is very, very wrong. We have few rules and regulations and guidelines in this English grammar. Not only in English grammar, any language we have a set of rules and regulations. So, I should always be accompanied by am, because am is singular but not is. Okay? I am going to school. Next one, we. We is what? Plural. Can I use is here? We is, because is singular. No, plural should be accompanied by plural only. We are. We are. Are is again plural. So, we are going to school. Memo school ku veltunnamu. We are going to school. We are playing cricket. Okay, we are playing cricket. Memu cricket ఆడుతున్నాము. Okay, the same way you I said will be singular and plural. So always you is accompanied by are only. You is always accompanied by are only. This is rule. Rule is rule. You are going to school. Nuvvu school ku veltunnavu. You are going to school. The same way they ante vallu. They means vallu. They are going to school. Vallu school ku veltunnaru. They are going to school. The same way here all these are in plural forms, so we used this are. Next, he, she, it. All three are singulars only. See here, singular, singular, singular. Yes, so all these three are singulars. So what should we use? What kind of a helping verb should we use? Is. He is, but not he are, she are is absolutely wrong. There is no such English in this world. He are, she are, it are. Okay, he is, she is, it is. Okay, he is going to school. She is going to school. అంటే అతను స్కూల్ కి వెళ్తున్నాడు. ఆమె స్కూల్ కు వెళ్తుంది. It is a working model. So you must have participated in science exhibition. So it is a working model. My project is a working model. Okay, so these are all the personal pronouns, and when using these personal pronouns you should clearly understand which one is singular and which one is plural, and based on this we have to use these singular or plural helping verbs. These are called helping verbs because these three words are helping this main verb go. These words are helping this main verb go. See, now I will give you a clear-cut understanding why we are calling these words as helping verbs, because let us read this sentence without using these helping verbs. I going to school, is that giving any meaning? We going to school, she going to school, he going to school. Is that a proper English? No. So, for a sentence as verb is equal, equally helping verb is also equal. Verb ente mukhyamo, helping verb kuda ante mukhyamo. Okay, for your better understanding, here and there I am using Telugu. Please don't mind. This is grammar. You need to understand this very clearly. Once you crack this topic, helping verbs and tenses, your language will be perfect. Alright students, so this is what is today's topic. So I will be coming with a new topic in the next session, but listen carefully. The same format should be copied in your notebook, and with the same personal pronouns, with the same helping verbs, change this verb. Instead of go, use some other verbs like I said play, eat, playing cricket, eating Maggie. The same way, change these main verbs and frame sentences. At least 5 verbs should be used, means 5 formats of this kind should be prepared by you. 5 plus my format, together 6 formats should be there in your English book. I hope I am clear with my topic. Yeah, you can pause the video and you can copy down this, and catch you all again in the next video with another beautiful topic. Thank you all.